Please go around this way.
Welcome back, Andrew. You're looking forward to leading the team again. Have you missed it?
Yeah, I have missed it. I suppose it's it was obviously a big decision for me to make in the white ball team, but I think it was the right one at the time. But I was also very keen to keep leading this group in Test cricket because I think it's important. I think it's also nice to give Paul, there's just those formats, and then I can focus on the challenges of trying to win our first Test match. And we've, I think, 2 bites at the cherry this year, and the first one starts tomorrow.
What's the challenge? Sri Lanka are Afghanistan obviously coming off the back of a full tour of Sri Lanka, including a Test match. We haven't played one for 9 months. Is that going to be a big advantage for them?
I suppose it is. Yeah, they've a group of players that played a Test match very recently. We're kind of used to at this stage playing our Tests quite sporadically. We obviously had the last winter where we played 3 in the Trout, which was the first time we'd done that. But yeah, I think that's what we've probably got to get used to as a Test nation, is playing these matches at different times of the year, spread out, and it's hard on one hand because you want to have your best team for each game, but if our next game's in July or August, we might have a different team to what we have now. But it's all about having that best team on the day and trying to go out there and play some good cricket when it comes to that kind of red ball challenge.
Are you happy enough with the build-up? Obviously you've been out here for 8-9 days now, and you opted not to choose or to play a practice game, but happy with the preparations?
Yeah, really good. We were in Sevens cricket ground at Dubai last week. Had a bit of a mix of red and white ball, and then obviously purely red ball since we've moved down here to Abu Dhabi. So everyone's fully fit, which is great. A couple of guys joined us a bit later from franchise cricket, and they came in and hit the ground running. So I think everyone's just excited to get going again. We haven't played since December in Zimbabwe, so kind of got that new year feel about it. So the guys are kind of itching to get out there.
So, do you know your 11? Any clues today?
No clues. I'm going to stay consistent. I don't like announcing the squad till the morning, but everyone's aware of who's playing and who's not.
What's the impression of the pitch? First, we're obviously not in the main stadium.
We only found that out last week. It was a bit of a shock, but Tolerance Oval is a really nice oval, and they're moving at the rate of knots out there, and everything's getting set up perfectly. So I think it'll be a pretty good pitch. We've looked at some games that have been played there in the past, both first class and white ball, and I'm sure it'll be a pretty good pitch. And hopefully, when we get a chance with both bat and ball, we can be pretty disciplined and have a good 5 days.
Do you expect to go spin heavy?
I'd imagine that spin will play a part. It usually does in this part of the world. Afghanistan obviously have quite good spinners in their attack. They always have, and I'm sure they'll want that to play a part in the Test match. But I think last year in goal and Bangladesh served us pretty well as a batting unit. Certainly, we kind of got accustomed to those conditions. But there's Test cricket is a huge challenge with both bat and ball, and we've got to get the right combinations to hopefully get us a win this week.
It'd be nice not to have to face Rashid.
Yeah, it's always nice. It's we don't get that privilege too often. He usually is playing, but we wish him well with his recovery.
Thank you.
How do you look at Afghanistan as an opponent? They have just coming out of a series in Sri Lanka, including a Test match.
Yeah, they obviously play a lot of cricket. They've got a lot of players who play in various different franchise leagues around the world. So there's certainly a lot of footage of the players out there. It's slightly different in the sense that they have a very different Test squad to what they would do white ball squad. So they have a lot of players to choose from. They have some classy players in that team and in that squad. Some players we don't know a whole lot about, but we certainly have been doing our homework. But they're obviously getting better and better in all forms of the game, and we've got to keep up with them as best as we can.
On the weather, it will get warmer and warmer as every day passes by. How do you cope with that?
Yeah, we didn't expect it to get colder. We knew it would be pretty warm out here. We've trained for that. We've done our best at home to to replicate that in the gym, in some saunas and stuff like that. So we're well equipped for it. We play a lot of our cricket in this part of the world. Last year we were in Sri Lanka, which was probably as hot as it's been for us as players. So that's part and parcel of the game, and I think the guys are fit enough at this stage to know what we need to do when it comes to the match.
Thank you and all the best.
Thanks very much.
Hi.
Hi.
We've seen that there are a lot of new faces in your team, and you've been doing camping already in Dubai. So tell us about your overall preparation for the game.
Yeah, our preparation's been good. Like I said, we were very lucky that we had the Sevens facility to ourselves. Dougie Brown and his team looked after us very well down there, and we had loads of net bowlers and 2 ovals to choose from. So it's always important for us because our winters are very harsh weather-wise, so we can't get too much outdoor training at all. So any opportunity to get outside and get practicing outside before big series like this are very important. So yeah, it was a great camp, and hopefully the guys are just ready to play now.
Yeah, looking at the history, both the nations are set to have a second test game. So how do you observe the whole cricketing history between the two countries?
Yeah, I think we've kind of been side by side for a lot of our cricketing journeys, if you like. Afghanistan obviously burst onto the scene in 2009, I think it was, sort of World Cup qualifiers in South Africa. I remember watching, and yeah, they've obviously progressed at a rapid pace and have produced some world-class cricketers. And we've played a lot of cricket against them. We've had some success, we've had some disappointments. But I think it's a pretty good and healthy rivalry for the game. We tend to always have pretty good matches, so hopefully we can have 7 good matches over the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks.
Wonderful. Afghans are actually, I think, looking forward to host you next time within Afghanistan in the home country.
Yeah,
so
well,
how do you observe that?
Yeah, I won't be planning that. I won't be getting involved in that. If there's a fixture there, I'll be there. So. Look, we'll play wherever, as long as it's good for the team.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.